1.
Select your
No. So now the game does expect you to go to big story next, but man, no.
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 So, well, we did discuss in the previous few parts about how, seeing at least something from the enemy side is, a very great way to flesh out the story.
Yeah.
It's just, again, Sonic Adventure 2 did it better.
But that's just hindsight.
Yeah. And also, I guess it also makes another good-ish plot point that it's a creation of Dr. Eggman that turns on him because Dr. Eggman is kind of an asshole.
Kind of. Yeah, kind of.
I mean, he gives, his robots actual,
sentience.
Artificial intelligence that's good enough to manifest feelings. Which me saying that would cause Brant to go on, a 37-minute rant.
A huge tirade.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he still does that as of Generations.
Yeah. Huh. Why?
I wonder.
Because it always turns into a plot point of... I mean, he pits his creations against each other.
Yeah.
Which that would be fine if they didn't have the ability to process emotions in some way, shape, or form. Because that's the entire reason why Gamma turns against Eggman.
Because Gamma recognizes that, there's probably something wrong here.
Yeah.
And again, this entire story is just a depression.
Depression.
Also, oh no, Tails doll. Ooh.
Ooh.
Spooky.
That was a character exclusive to Sonic R and Sonic R only. And also the extended Some Call Me Johnny universe.
Which is never touched upon ever again.
No.
I mean, for better or worse.
Ever since he went away from making, skits in his episodes to more just straight, here's what I think, which is still okay, but...
Yeah, I mean... Well, that's just more of a... How do I word this? It's more of just how things were at the time. Since,
because, back in the good old days of the
AVGN.
YouTubes, AVGN was, the big thing.
And everyone wanted to be, that kind of show. Where it was part review, part comedic moments. And, I mean, AVGN still doing work now.
I mean, yeah, it still works now. I mean, I think the evolution of the AVGN formula is Scott.
Yes. I feel like Scott is the next step in that progression. Easily.
And then whenever Scott shows up in in a video on the Cinemassacre channel, the top comments are always it's always nice seeing James spending time with his son.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Also, earlier you talked about how Gamma's entire story is boss rushes. But I don't know how you can call this a boss when this is fucking press X. The game. I meant, X.
X. Cross.
Because that's all I did. I on the Xbox controller, except for I played this on a DualSense, so it's press square. All I did for that boss fight was, I saved that replay. It was so dumb. I just jammed square and I won.
Also, Beta is literally just Gamma, but grayscale, and with 2 guns instead of 1.
Beta is supposed to be the first model he made, right? Unless if there's an alpha I don't know about.
I mean, you could argue that Zero is model E100.
Okay. Yeah.
Because E100.
So why would Eggman create a robot? Robots later down in the E line that are weaker than like what you already have. This is like
Mass production.
Does he work for Apple?
Mass production. That's all I can think of.
How is it mass production when there's only like 5 of them?
Power glove logic.
Sure. Now, other plot point. How the hell does Eggman hear about the frog? And why is this a game show opening?
Yes, and yes. Japanese comedy.
Good to know.
That's the best I got.
Like, dude, you're presenting to a bunch of robots that you made.
It's literally just 4 robots.
Yes.
What is... I could make a Power Rangers joke, but I literally can't think of a good one, so no.
I like how, with the parallax, you can tell that the frog 3D model is actually in front of the screen.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. How else were they gonna do it? Just have
very true.
Have a spinning froggy gif.
I mean, yeah, that was the other way of doing it. Just make it an animated texture. I mean, it would have looked like shite, but then again, people were playing this on CRTs. I don't think they really would have been able to notice.
But here we are playing this on HD monitors.
Yes. I played this in 4K. But, all 4Ks. And
all of them.
Also, I
Each
like
K
how...
is standing for crunch.
So... Gamma started off on the egg carrier while it was in the sky.
Yeah.
And when he came down to Station Square, he got off the train? No, wait, they weren't on the egg carrier. Except for they were on the egg carrier, because that's where Eggman made his announcements. Because I was saying Final Egg was like his like Mystic Ruins base, but then the egg carrier took off. And he got off the train. When did he get on the train? And also, why were there just 2 guys standing there, like, on either side of Gamma being like, yeah, this is alright. There's a huge-ass robot right next to us. It's fine.
It's fine.
With a gun for an arm.
Yeah, again, that raises questions on what the fuck is the train system? Unless that was something that was supposed to be expanded upon before stuff changed in SA2.
Probably.
Because we don't know how far along concepts have gone.
Mm-hmm. And again, this game was made pretty damn quickly.
Yeah.
And also, all of Gamma's levels are pretty short. Like, Gamma's level have, like, this, like... It's a time limit. And I don't know why it's a time limit. I'm just gonna say it's his battery is gonna run out.
It's supposed to be like an arcade shooter kind of deal.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say he made it. He went to his objective and he forgot to charge before getting there.
Yeah, pretty much. But killing
they
enemies
always give you enough time.
What?
Yeah, it's dumb. But
it is.
I mean, but then again, he is destroying all like Eggman robots, so
true.
Collecting animals to, and according to 101 beta, when he blows up, a bird flies out of it. So
yeah.
So he's just collecting animals and taking it for himself.
Saving everything, I think, is the justification.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
But yeah, it's just... Yeah.
Yeah.
Gamma's story, I think, still even just thinking about it, it's just kind of like, okay, I get the seeing it from the enemy's perspective, having one of the enemy's creations turn against him, but outside of that, like, any significance on story after the egg carrier falls? No.
I mean, we're gonna get to this next part, I believe, but the destruction of both Beta and Gamma results in the Bluebird's parents.
Okay. But then that only affects Amy's story, which once again, Zero's boss fight and Final Egg did not matter outside
But
of
the
just
idea
their story.
is that I think the idea is that the bird child ran away, somehow knowing it had a Chaos Emerald or something, and ended up with Amy, while the parents became whatever power source or whatever for Beta and Gamma respectively.
It's a hamster wheel.
Yes.
I think it's mutually agreed upon that all of Eggman's
It's some
creations
form
are
of
just
hamster
powered by
wheel.
a hamster wheel. That's why he uses animals.
It would also explain why they're relatively incompetent.
Yeah!
I mean, like, what badniks are even mildly competent? Like, buzz bombers, maybe?
Yeah. Asterons, slicers.
Slicers, what was the,
Shellcrackers.
crab meats. You know, the trio from Metropolis. That's
Yeah,
also
Metropolis Zone in its entirety.
an issue of level design. It's all run on one giant hamster wheel.
Yes. I mean, that's what those spinny things are.
Holy shit. Oh, man.
Also, this point was brought up
yeah.
in a different commentary, but why did Eggman get mad at all the others when there couldn't only have been one robot that came back with the successful?
Because they didn't get it first. And he checked those ones first.
Okay, fine.
And now they're dead.
And is this them being teleported somewhere else, or are they dead now?
They're being teleported and modified upon, I believe is the thing. Because later on you see...
You have been reassigned to homing attack fodder.
Yes. Because later on you, again, boss rush through 105, 104, 103, and 101. Do not ask me what code names are offhand, because, again, it's been a fucking decade.
Yeah. Also, I thought you would have gained control at Gambit at this point, but no, they needed a plot point with that dumb rotating part of the floor there.
And the best quote in the entire fucking game.
Yeah. He didn't even walk on that. Like...
He barely dragged his heel against it.
Yeah, that... They could have thought of a better way of getting Gamma in this room.
But yeah, this is Beta.
Oh my god, he's dead.
Well, maybe. I mean, imagine seeing, imagine seeing your brother's limbs on the ground.
Yeah, and then we have these robotic parts that have, like, 2 fucking keyframes of animation.
And he's, like, backing away while walking forward.
He's moonwalking. He's cool like that.
But he could just use the wheels that are on his heels.
Those Heelys.
Wait, when were Heelys a thing?
Early 2000s.
This predated Heelys.
This is the wrong room.
This is
and now the door is locked for whatever reason.
And then you go in
it's
here.
Amy's score on the thing.
Oh my god.
Even though this is before Amy went out and did it. In terms of continuity.
Who cares? Who cares?
Who cares, Chief? So now it's time for this cutscene again. Which is essentially,
It's better than doing Chaos 4 3 times.
Yeah, that's true. Man, that boss fight sucked.
Yeah,
it was, like, fine, but, man.
Especially since you had to fight it three fucking times.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just not it, Chief.
You
But yeah.
don't even know?
I want to talk about something, but I'm waiting for it to show up on the footage, and it's like moments away.
My goodness, people on Discord, please stop pinging me, please, and thank you.
I mean, I had like 3 pings in a row right when you pinged everyone for the recording.
Ah.
So that was fun.
Okay, did Gamma give his dialogue in Amy's cutscene where he's like, why do you care about something that, you know, you really don't need to?
I don't think so.
That means this cutscene makes more sense in Gamma's run. Because Amy can't remember for shit.
Especially as Gamma focuses in on the bird. This is... this is the moment when Gamma really turns and helps out Amy.
Yeah.
It just so happened that Gamma had to face off against both Sonic and Tails.
Mm-hmm. And also because you're watching this in 240p, now that you've seen all of them, I'm going to send you the assets I made for those dumb blue screen things.
Actually, auto 144p.
Oh, nice!
Spicy.
Very.
Very. Auto is dumb. I hate that it's the default for YouTube.
Well, I mean,
video quality.
I mean, auto is so you can get watching the video as soon as possible.
True, but like,
yeah.
It like sometimes you just get like qualities that are between quality.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. So that's fun. Oh, you just gotta find your way out.
I'm sorry, I forgot one of the dumb things I wrote on one of the blue screens, and I just read it again.
Okay. I'm reading through them now. Oh my god. But yes, the brilliant password of E G G N A,
which kind of goes into the thing with this game's Chow Gardens are actual physical locations. So you're telling me that Eggman just made a beach for himself in his egg carrier. There's a nice relaxation spot.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, hell, if I was making my own ship, I'd put... I mean, but then he has 2 relaxation spots, because then he has the Chow Garden, but then he also has the pool that's out on that deck.
It's...
Which you have to drain the pool to get to one of Knuckles' stages. Which, why, out of all places, would you hide a secret room down there?
Oh, I think the idea is that in order to get to Sky, you need to go through with the most obscure place possible, because that part of Sky Deck is the...
Yeah.
How can I serve you, Dr. Robotnik? Eradicate all of those menaces. Give them all you got.
And I do love that people are yelling in the background while we are trying to record.
I mean, at least Discord's
You
got
will
it.
hear that.
Yeah, but
It's
the
showing
raw
up on
audio
Caster.
recording will be there.
Caster is picking it up. For better or worse. Also, a full minute of audio buffering.
Maybe you should ray trace your audio. No, I'm just kidding. You can't do that. You need an RTX card to do that, which is stupid because people have been able to get it work on just GTX cards, but whatever, Chief.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Stop, Mr. Robot!
And the
Also,
music just stops too.
it's fine. This totally isn't a 20-year-old game.
Mr. Robot, I know you're not an evil sort.
This game is older than I am, Chief.
It's older than me.
Yeah.
And again, and the thing is, it's still like, even graphically, it still looks good. If you ask me.
I mean, yes, in terms of like graphical prowess at the time, yes, the model quality was better in 2, but this game still looks pretty darn good for, 1990, early 2000s.
Yeah.
I mean,
what
animation
else
quality is a different subject, but actual like model and environments are pretty good.
Yeah. Then again, what was really there to compete at the time?
The PlayStation?
Thanks again for saving me as usual, Sonic.
Well, we know what the
And its
PS1
pixel
was.
jitter.
Yeah, but that was the PS1.
Friends, it's
Yeah.
When did the PS2 come out again? Was it like 2000?
PS2 was 2000.
Right.
You helped me.
So yeah, this was before that. And this
Yeah.
was before the GameCube.
Uh-huh.
So, at the time, this looked pretty dang good.
Yeah, I mean, in 2000, people thought that the PlayStation 2 was the second coming of Christ in terms of its graphics, but...
And it was essentially that in terms of console sales.
Oh, yes, definitely. 100%.
Well, then again, most of that can be attributed to the fact that it was also partly a DVD player. When
A,
DVD
it was
players
a
were...
DVD player, and B, in other countries that aren't, America and Japan, the thing sold like hotcakes even past of its end of life in America and Japan.
That's fair.
Like, there's a reason why there's still, like, FIFA 14 for the PS2 or whatever.
That's true. But that's more of a regional thing.
All right, that was the first part of Robot Depression, the story. I wonder if any movie studios are going to pick that idea up.
Hmm.
All right, see y'all in the next part.